Welcome back to another episode of Baxter's Buzz. I am Baxter E. Hall. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to my brain. Welcome to my frequency. I would say enter at your own risk. Um, as you know, I am all over the place with conversations, topics, people that I appreciate and enjoy. And this person is no different, very much in line with that. Um, a friend of mine and the co-founder of the company JointPivot, Jenn Tankanow. Hello,
Hi,
Jen.
Baxter.
How's
I'm
it
I'm
going?
so excited to be on this. I've seen them and watched them, so I'm happy to be a guest.
Well, thank you for joining me. I know that you're super busy, and we're going to talk about some of that. So let's just jump right into it.
Mhm,
Um, talk about joint pivot. What are you guys up to?
So, Julie and I co-founded Joint Pivot in the fall of 2019, and our goal is to really apply all of our big business knowledge to any business, any industry. And our goal is to help make them better. So we take everything from, I worked for Toyota for almost 10 years. So I'm taking the Toyota production system and figuring out how to apply it, not cookie cutter approach, but like what actually works for the company. We help with strategic planning, change management, continuous improvement. We can be outsourced third parties, project managers, right? So don't bring the headcount in, use us instead. We can ask questions so companies don't have to get, or we don't have to get political with, within the inner workings of companies. And our overall goal is to create personalized, repeatable solutions that stick. So we know that we'll eventually work ourselves out of a job, but we want to make sure that our lasting impression is stuff that we partnered with companies to implement.
Personalized, repeatable solutions that stick.
Hmm.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. Um, and we've worked together and we've done some things together. I know that the process improvement, process management is like kind of, your one of your calling cards. Can you talk about the importance of planning when it comes to like from an organizational standpoint?
Hmm. And planning is obviously a huge term, and we're actually doing a couple webinars in our free monthly series on planning. And the biggest thing that's resonated with me recently, and while I realized it, I didn't think about it this way, but structure, planning, and having a plan sets you free because it allows that foundation of what you're going to do for a day, what you're going to do for a quarter or a year, um, and have a plan. And I know that sounds silly, but when a chaos arrives, you have an employee issue, supplier doesn't, ship on time, and all of a sudden you've got parts stuck at a border. All those headaches and fires that occur at a company. Um, Having a plan allows you to come back to whatever you were working on. It frees up time so you can go and do the firefighting that's needed. And obviously, hopefully, you take some lessons learned and hopefully prevent it next time. But having that plan of what you do each day, is it a stand up? Are you reviewing metrics so you understand if you need to pivot or do something different at your business? Checking in with employees, right, as a standard, as part of your day to understand how they're doing so you can help them remove roadblocks, help them in any ways. And planting those things, especially throughout the day, are huge. And when you start to demonstrate that you have control over your day or your week or your month, people start to see that and they're like, oh, and it rubs off on others, and they start to emulate the same kind of skills and attributes. I've seen it in offices. It's fantastic. It's not overnight, but it does happen.
I I I think about like acting, right? Not that I've ever acted, but if you know your lines, right, and there is some sort of ad libbing that's done, you at least have that
Mhm.
structure to kind of go back to and fall back on, right?
Yes.
If you are completely winging it and you don't have any outline, if there's something that a fire that
Yep.
will inevitably arise, like then what,
Yep. I,
right?
I like that analogy. That's spot on.
It's, yeah. Then the the tail starts wagging the dog, and the next thing you know, you haven't done anything that you're supposed to do for that day
Right.
or that week or that
Yep.
quarter, right? Because you've
Yep.
just kind of been, being led by your day.
Yeah, you're shooting from the hip, you're guessing,
Hmm.
versus more of a structured approach. So yeah, I like the analogy of it's you're allowing yourself to ad lib when needed. Um, but if you don't have the practice or the plan, then you're going to go off course quickly, and it's going to be
Exactly.
hard to right your ship. So
Mm-hmm.
totally.
Because yeah, you don't know where's right, where's the
Hmm.
where's north. Um,